Ever wondered if your love life is flying high or stuck in the nest? A viral sensation called the bird test might just give you some feathery insights. Here to help us decode the bird test is Alexandra Solomon, licensed psychologist and podcast host of Reimagining Love. Welcome. Let's spread our wings and dive in, Dr. Solomon.
Let's.
Okay, so first off, can you tell us what is the bird test theory exactly?
Okay, well, the bird test theory is a viral TikTok trend that, these happen time to time, these relationship-based TikTok trends, which I love it because it gives me a chance to have conversations like the one that you and I are about to have. But this one is interesting because this one is actually based on some science. And what the setup is that one partner A, plants a camera, starts running the tape, and says to their partner B, I saw a bird today. And then they just watch what partner B says in response. Does partner B go, huh, and just carry about their business? Do they say nothing at all? Or do they turn towards partner A and say, you're kidding. What kind of a bird was it? Where'd you see it? What did it look like? How did it make you feel? So that's, in a nutshell, the bird theory test.
Okay, and so why do you think this is gaining some traction and becoming popular to talk about?
Well, the bottom line is that our intimate relationships make us feel incredibly vulnerable. We are forever asking the question, doesn't matter if you're on your first date or in year 25 of your marriage, we're always asking the question, are we okay? Do you see me? Do you get me? Do I matter to you? And so a trend like this takes off because it taps into something, two things very innate in us. One, we want to make sure we're okay in our relationships. And two, we are deeply curious about other people's business, like what's happening in other people's relationships.
Okay, and you had mentioned, you ask your partner and you can get, a response of, huh, okay, cool, you saw a bird, or they ask more questions. So what can that theory really tell us about our relationships?
Well, here's where the science kicks in. So John Gottman is one of the preeminent relationship scientists in our world, really. And he's got lots of studies that are all about what's called bids for connection, which is when I bring up a topic to you, I initiate a communication loop. And maybe it's transactional, like, can you please take the dog for a walk? But maybe it's purely intimacy based conversation like this, like I saw a bird. And then what you do really does give an indication of the health of our relationship. In fact, he's got research where he tracked couples over 6 years, and the couples who got divorced only met bids for connection about 33% of the time, whereas couples that stayed together met bids for connection about 85% of the time. So really, that kind of those communication loops are an indicator of relational health, and they matter a lot. We want to feel seen in our relationships.
Yeah, so you're sharing the science behind it. Are there any pitfalls to this theory?
I do not love people non-consensually taping each other in the privacy of their own
Yes.
homes and sharing it online. I don't, it's like the quiz in the back of the magazine where we want to just sort of see, are we okay? And so we end
Yes.
up, I think, staking too much of a claim on this one test. Because remember, those happy couples, they did 85% of those bids. So that means that 15% of the time, even happy couples don't always meet their partners where they are. So I don't
Yeah.
want people to act as if this one test can be the sum total of the health of their relationship. And I would rather have people have a conversation about, I love it when you are curious about the things that are happening in my world.
Yes. And I also feel like, too, what's going on in the day impacts maybe how your partner might react if they're having a bad day. So you get just oh, that's cool, you saw a bird. There's more to it, but just kind of diving into it further, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
What would
And
you say?
right, if you don't respond,
Oh, go ahead. If you
go
don't
ahead.
respond, what do you say?
If you don't respond, then maybe I would be like, what's going on? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Maybe I can just sort of, rather than having my feelings hurt or thinking that you don't love me, like, let's have a conversation about,
Yeah.
your attention.
And like you were saying, that open communication with couples, it goes a long way. What would you say can viewers take away from this theory, and what should they keep in mind?
I do think it is worth tracking how often your partner is responding to you, but only if you are also tracking how often you're responding to your partner.
Mm.
It's very easy to put our partner under a microscope, but can we be brave enough to also hold up that mirror and look at our own behavior in the relationship?
I love that you said that. We also have to hold ourselves accountable on the other side, so not just pointing the blame at the other person. Well, I'm going to try out this bird test theory. You've got me interested in it. Thank you so much for letting our viewers know a little bit more about it. I'm going to let them know where they can go for more information. To keep your love life flying high, check out more tips and insights at dralexandrasolomon.com. That's dralexandrasolomon.com.